Do what it do. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Wait for some more people to step up in here. What's good? What's good? It's your boy L Flow Spitter, aka Cleve the Villain, coming out that H Town, Houston, Texas, Southwest, man. It's that Closet TV where I bring you the news from the closet. How y'all feeling, man? Somebody, I know y'all seen the title. Modern women do not deserve to be protected by good men. Modern women do not deserve to be protected by good men. Only the good women should. But it seems like it's more demonic ones, evil spirited females than real women. It appears as if it's more demonic and evil spirited females than real women. So why should a man be nice and loving and, super duper respectful to these type of women, to these women? Why should they? I mean, a lot of them have been mistreated and mishandled and their time wasted, used, so many bad things. So why should a man sit up there and be super nice and loving to these women who push hate? Not all women do this, but you have a large portion of these women doing this. And it appears as if it's more women doing these things than the good ones. That's just the way it seems. So I feel like good guys should learn how to ignore these women. You give them the cold shoulder just like they give you the cold shoulder. You treat people how you want to be treated. Don't sit up there and be treating some girl with all this love and lust just because she's pretty or you think she's nice and all of that. If her personality and character is not honorable, if her personality and character is not honorable and she don't have no fear of God, then you don't need to even be entertaining that energy. You don't need to be entertaining that energy because at the end of the day, if she's not a good person, then her beauty means absolutely nothing. And that's why beauty must be ignored. Beauty must be looked at as something that should be only obtained by good people. Because it seems like beauty is damn near evil. So should men sit up there and be running behind these women, showing them all this love and lust, and continue to get the cold shoulder, continue to get disrespected, continue to, get treated with masculine energy? Should men continue to allow this to happen? Well, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to continue. You know why? Because you got men that are starting to get it together. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Yeah, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. But we got a lot of men that's starting to get it together. You have women that are complaining that men are not men are not approaching them. You have women on the internet, beautiful women, that say that men are not approaching them like that, like they used to. Well, I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I'd love for it to continue to happen. But even more, I want men to realize that you are the one who has power. Real power comes from within, and it also comes from earning it, not sitting up there looking good and calling yourself powerful just because you have beauty in the vagina. Nah, that's not beauty, and that's not power. Only good people to me should have beauty in my eyes. But, of course, you have bad people that have it. And so what's going on is that these modern women they feel like their beauty and their sexuality is power, and they utilize it as a weapon towards good men. And I think it's flat out ridiculous. And I don't think that good men should tolerate it anymore. And I feel like they should give the cold shoulder to these women, and these women should notice it. And you do have women, like I say, who are complaining about this. That some, men are not approaching them as much. Now, don't get it twisted. Men do still approach, but it's becoming to the point where men don't care. Men do not care no more. Okay, we got YMF in the building. What it do? TRBRC. Bro, what's going down? Hell yeah. So, I feel like men should give the cold shoulder as well, because you have these modern women who look down on men, who think that they have more power than a man just based off of them having a vagina and beautiful looks. All the way down to the lowest level of beauty, all the way up to the highest level of beauty. These women really think that their beauty is power. Well, beauty is not power. The power comes from a man, because if a man didn't pay attention to it or didn't care about how somebody looks, then the beauty wouldn't even have any kind of effect or power at all. But because, what I'm saying, people, think with their private parts. You got men that's thinking with their private parts. You got men that, you know, um, literally run behind looks and run behind beauty and run behind, people's curves and, you know, skinny, fat, tall, short, whatever the dude likes. I mean, it seems like dudes just can't even concentrate when they see a beautiful woman. And I think that's ridiculous. And these women notice this. So they're using this as a tool, as a weapon, as a sharp blade. They're using this as a tool. And a lot of them are not really trying to settle down and get married. A lot of them are lost. A lot of these women that sit up there and act like, oh, I'm independent and I don't need a man. I don't care about a man. I can do what he can do and all of this stuff. A lot of these females have mental illnesses. A lot of them have evil spirits. Some of these women have been molested. Some of these women have been violated by family members. All kind of stuff have happened to these women. And so that bottled up anger and that bottled up traumatization is still sitting in the bodies and in the minds of these women, and they lash out. Yeah, they'll lash out on your ass. They'll treat you bad, based off of the experiences that they've experienced in the past. And I think that's totally unfair. I think it's totally unfair to any good guy. I think it's ridiculous. And I think that the men should give these women a cold shoulder. They do not deserve to be treated with all this love and lust. They don't deserve it. Men have to learn how to ignore beauty and ignore how people look. Just because somebody looks good doesn't mean that she's a good person. A lot of these women that look good and have these looks or whatever you want to call it, they're not good people. A lot of them are very evil spirited, demonic, conceited, stuck up, arrogant people, mean spirited, masculine females who feel like they don't want to listen to the authority or the leadership of a man. They feel like they could just treat men however they want to treat men, because there's always going to be another dude standing in line trying to get this girl. And I feel like they shouldn't have it like that. They shouldn't have it their way like that. To be honest with you, I flat out hate it. I've been like this ever since elementary school. I never spoke to none of the females that was pretty. I always made sure I ignored them and I was not nice to their ass. And that would make them gravitate towards me even more because I didn't care about how they looked. I've been like this since elementary. That's why I've always had a pretty female. Always had a gorgeous looking woman. Even if I had to, what I'm saying, relax and chill for, a few months and be by myself or whatever, I've always had me a gorgeous female. Always. From Spanish to dark skin to yellow bones, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm talking about my past. You know what I'm saying? Like from high school, even middle school, even freaking damn near elementary. You know what I'm saying? And of course, what I'm saying, my early days in college or whatever. But I never sat up there and ran behind somebody how somebody just because somebody looked good. Nah, just because you look good doesn't mean that you're a good person. Show me, or not just me, but show the men that that you have respect and honor and you fear God. And then if you mix that together with your beauty, I mean, man, that is an amazing person because of the way she acts and the way she looks. But if you just got looks and you act wicked and demonic and conceited and arrogant and stuck up and masculine and all these different things, then nah, the beauty means nothing. The beauty becomes toxic. The beauty becomes irrelevant. The beauty becomes poisonous. And good men should not want to be around any female who doesn't have respect, who doesn't fear God. None of the fellas. I don't give a damn who you is, what city or state you from, what hood you from, what suburb you from. I don't care. I don't care what financial status you have, whether you know, you don't have that much, or you have a little, or you have a whole lot. You might be balling out of control. You might be rich. I don't care. I feel like as far as you're a good guy and you're somebody who wants to start a family, somebody who wants to get married and things of that nature, I feel like those guys, which is a whole lot of them, they get did bad. They get treated bad, regardless if they got money or not. A lot of these women are users. They will finesse you. They'll make you think that you're with them. They'll make you think that you're the only person that they messing with, and they really play chess on you, fam. And you all mesmerized because she didn't gave you a little bit of head and then gave you some good, some good sex or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now you trust in her word and all this stuff. But meanwhile, she got a whole different agenda, a whole different plot and plan and scheme, a whole nother dude on the side. And you ain't even know. This stuff is real. A lot of these women are doing this. And they have no problem with it. They're unapologetic about it. And they're actually vocal about it. They really think that their beauty and their vagina, which is in high demand for sex from so many different men, they really feel like that's power. They really feel like because they can make money and get jobs and which I believe they should. I love the fact that women can go out there and make a lot of money, but a lot of these women that make a lot of money are not good people. You got some women that make a lot of money who are good, who are very good people, who worship God, who fear God, who know how to treat people with love and honor, who know how to treat their neighbor with love and honor, who know how to treat their families with love and honor. But then you have a lot of women that make a lot of money and are very mean spirited, very selfish, and they're still trying to get money up out of you. And they have a whole lot of money. They have a bag. They have a big bag, a nice bag. But yet they sit up there and will act like they want your money. They won't even show you no type of love because they're selfish, mean spirited devils, demons. Well, rather they're possessed with demons. And that's the real. A lot of these evil spirits live inside of these women. Straight up. Yep. Fool of Sports says it's the best way to protect your energy is to be cold towards them. Yeah. And when I say be cold towards them, I'm not saying be disrespectful to women. No, 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 no. Being cold is shutting them down. Shut them down. You better not give a damn about how good she looks. Whether you broke or you got a lot of money. I don't give a damn if you have a hell of a lot of money, you balling out of control, or you don't got no money. Either or. She has to prove to you that she's a good person. Straight up. You got to think highly of yourself. And I'm not saying have pride and have this big old ego. I'm talking about have honor and integrity and confidence. But you don't let no female sit up there and treat you and make you feel less than a man just because she feels like she has the upper hand based off of her beauty and her looks and her vagina. She feels like she has the upper hand based off of society, what society has done to the minds of our women. Society has totally flipped our women's minds inside out when it comes to how they think, especially through social media. You got one female who will have 20, 30, 40, 50 men in her inbox, 100 men in her inbox, 1,000 men in her inbox. And so to her, that's power because she gets to navigate through these men and dictate how things go, get money about them, use them, mistreat them. You know, it's ridiculous. And then you got a lot of these idiotic men, stupid men that sit up there and think with their private parts, and all they want to do is just fornicate. And so in the process of that, these women are like, "Hey, okay, well, since you want to fornicate, I'm a, I'm going to finesse you and use you and treat you like my rag doll." You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what goes on. This is exactly what goes on. So I think it's flat out ridiculous what these women are doing, and I do believe and I do feel like they should be given the cold shoulder. Yes, I said it. These modern women should be given the cold shoulder. Don't say nothing to them at all. Don't sit up there and be laughing and giggling all in their face. Nah, you keep a straight face. You look into their eyes. You know what I'm saying? And see what type of person they are. Ask if they do you pray? Like, do you believe in God? What's your relationship with the Creator? Because if these women are sitting up there just doing whatever they want to do, there's no way in the world that these women are praying and worship the Creator, worship the Lord. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, doing what they're doing. A lot of them are just flat out evil, and then a lot of them have bad experience, hurt people, hurt people. I believe it's the men who've caused women to be conditioned the way they are. Because if the men was good leaders, if the black men was good leaders, if the black men would sit up there leading how they supposed to lead, then the women would follow our lead. The women would follow their lead. As a man, we're supposed to be leaders on this planet Earth. We're the kings of the earth. We're the rulers of the earth. We're the architects of war. So us as black men, especially black men, we're supposed to be leaders. And if we're good leaders, then the women are going to follow our lead. But the women are not following our lead because we have men that want to wear nail polish. You have some men that want to wear dresses. You have some men that want to, you know, have sex with another man. You have some men that want to, you know, be a simp and be a beta male. We have men that are locked up in the penitentiary. We have men that are in the cemetery. So where does that leave the masculine man at? Where does that leave the masculine man at? It's like the masculine men are getting knocked up off the map. Nah, not on my watch. And I ain't the only blogger talking about this stuff. You got people that have way more subscribers than me that are talking about these same issues. So not on our watch. You know what I'm talking about? No, we're not finna play. We're not finna play. These men, you know what I'm saying, that are getting mistreated, and the men that want to start families, the men that want to get married and things of that nature, y'all need to learn how to ignore how people look, man. Even the men that's out here fornicating and doing stuff they ain't got no business doing, if y'all could take the time to listen to me and realize that you should be trying to get married, you should be trying to meet somebody and build a bond with that person so that you can start a family. I want y'all to start learning how to ignore how somebody looks too. I want you men that give money away to these females, giving them money, letting them charge you to go out on a date and sit in front of them and you pay money to them. I want y'all to start learning how to ignore how somebody looks and stop thinking with your private part and see how far it takes you. I want all men to learn how to ignore beauty and learn how to ignore how people look. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have a relationship with God, if you don't fear God, if you're not a good person, if you don't have a good personality and a beautiful character, nurturing, submissive, loving, and kind spirited, then your beauty is poisonous and it's toxic and it's pure evil. And we don't give a damn about how you look. Straight up and down. Anyways, man, it's your boy Illflow Spitter, aka Cleve Devilla, coming out that H-Town, Houston, Texas, out west, man. It's that Closet TV where I bring you the news from the closet. You know what I'm talking about? Much love to everybody. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go live tomorrow for sure. Good men learn how to ignore beauty. And yes, definitely be cold towards these modern women. Don't be disrespectful, but be cold. Give them the cold shoulder. Don't show them no love. Don't give them no money. And don't give them none of your time unless they're a good person. They have a beautiful character, beautiful characteristic, you know what I'm saying, personality, and they fear God. Straight up and down. Anyways, man, much love to y'all. I love y'all. I'm looking at the chats. Somebody said, hey, I'm one of them. Somebody said, none BJ. Hey, what's good? What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Anyways, man, we going live tomorrow. Much love to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all share, subscribe, share this stuff on your Facebook. Share this stuff on your Facebook. The fellas need to hear this. The fellas need to hear my voice. YouTube has been playing with my numbers, so I ain't been really getting a hell of a lot of people coming in my lives and on my chats. But I'm gonna go live more often though. You know what I'm saying? So we can raise the numbers back up. You feel me? Straight up. So, anyways, like I say, good men, men, period, fellas, period, ballers, broke niggas, middle class niggas, whatever, whatever tax bracket you in, learn how to ignore how these women look, learn how to ignore beauty, ignore them. They hate it. They don't like being ignored because that's the only power that they have is looks. That is the only power that they have is looks and beauty and their vagina and curves and shapes and all this different stuff, eyebrows and makeup and all this stuff. You got to learn how to ignore how they look. The more and more you ignore how they look and don't approach them like that, it's going to make them feel useless, especially when it comes to all this power that they think that they have. It's just flat out ridiculous. The power is not coming from beauty; it comes from a man. The power does not come from beauty. Beauty has no power. The power comes from a man. Because if a man didn't give a damn about the beauty, then the beauty wouldn't have no power. Straight up and down. Anyways, man, I think I said too much. I'm gone. Peace. Cheers.